Hello. Today I want to show you an underwears as I promised, and I said that we will go and do undies. I want to show you the underwear that I already did, and as I did this underwear, I noticed that I did too much fabric when I was cutting here and here on the length. So today I will cut a little bit of the fabric, and I will go and serge the fabric, but I want to show you a little bit of the what I did. I did use a stretch lacy ribbon. It's specially made for underwears and bras. Here I used the elastic. This is elastic too. This is lacy decorative elastic. If you can see how beautiful it is. I will try and put on my hand that you can see. It's gorgeous. And I did use from different underwears. I rip it off gently, the elastic that I use on top. What I want to show you here that I did the lace by myself on the sides. If you can see here on the sides, you see the clear lace. I did use the netting fabric, this netting fabric, and I did use lace. And I will show you how I add the lace on the netting fabric. You see 3 flowers. It's 1, 2, 3. I used the lace, and I use scissors to cut the flowers. This is how I cut the flowers. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I cut the flowers. The heavy elements, the darker ones, I do cut away, but the netting I leave because I don't cut right away by the flower because I need a little bit. It's good to have it. The heavy ornaments, like you see the lines, the heavy lines, I do get rid of them because they don't need to be in my flower. But the tiny, tiny netting lacing, I do leave because I need to do the sewing. Here. This is the flowers that I used to add to the underwear. Here. So when I went on the sewing machine, I tried to, on the piece, I tried to sew to the netting fabric, stretchy fabric. And what's happened here, the machine didn't want to do it. So you see the white line. The white line is a paper, writing paper. So I did put the paper first, then I put the netting, and on top I put the flower. And I did the zigzag around. What gives me a paper? First of all, I don't feel the paper that here. It holds me the ornament and the applique. It holds it nice. Outside, you can't see that it is here. And it doesn't give me, crooked shape. It stays still. After I did that, I did fold, pull the paper, and with the scissor, I cut near to the seams. But you have to cut near to the seams, not the seams. I did here, if you can see, you can come closer, it's a zigzag. I use the zigzag, the zigzag, it's the best of the making the lacy and underwear. If you adding on the underwear, the zigzag is really the best. So here I want to go back, and this is the underwear that I already tried them on, and it has this kind of fabric, stretchy fabric like you can use for bathing suit. Here I'm gonna go back inside and show you the white piece that I add, and I want to talk about that too. I don't like the simple word is wedgie, and I like here to be wider this way, because it's comfortable. I did too wide. I'm gonna cut and get rid of some of the fabric here a little bit, and but the underwear himself very comfortable. You see here, I don't know if you can see, I don't think that you can see the stitch. I did the zigzag stitch, and it works wonders with elastic. So I will try and cut here now, and I'll see if I can adjust a little bit. If I can't, I will do it behind the camera, and I'll show you the results. But here, for sure, I have too much, too much fabric, and it's too much for me. So what I do is edge to edge, and I put them together, and I use here the pins, and I can pin this way. When I was sewing the underwear, I didn't want too many layers of fabric, so this cotton stretchy fabric, I did little bit less, just not to get into those lacy layers. So I did cut a little bit. So first I'm gonna cut this way, and then I'm gonna turn on the other side, and I will disconnect the back stitch, and I want to cut from there because it's a little bit too much, and I am not so I don't need so much there, and it's hanging not nice. I did a lot of underwears before, so I have a little experience with undies. I like to have the underwears, the dress that I have. If it's stretchy cotton fabric summer, I like to have exact the same color of underwear. So it will be easy when I'm gonna go this way, and I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna cut a little bit because it's a little bit too much. So I will start with the front piece, and I will go on the back piece. See, everything needs to be straight. I can go and keep this crooked, and let me see. I want you to see, because I want you to see what I'm doing. Okay. Maybe I can use a little bit more of pins. You see, it's a little bit difficult with this fabric to work. The reason is it's doesn't lay flat. It has a tendency to move a lot, you know, and to straighten up you need a little bit of patience, you know, and you need to be a little bit stubborn, because the fabric needs to work for you, not to get you upset. Because some women, you know, they are sewing and they're getting upset. And as I told you again and again, it's discouraging. And then you don't want to do sewing. And you're saying, well, I tried, but I don't want it anymore. And this is when it stops, you know. So, and I do want you to succeed. So I will take about maybe centimeter, maybe less. Doing it by the eye. If it's gonna be still a lot, I will go back and I will cut a little bit more. No. Now I want to get rid of those excess fabric that I think it's too much for me, you know, because still, yes, I want to be staying there, staying still, a lot of patience. Okay, here you go. All right, I did cut a little bit, and I'm turning on the other side, and I will take from here. Here you go. I need to straighten up a little bit. Okay. Don't worry about the excess of the fabric. You can straighten up a little bit more later on. I did cut what needs to be cut, needs to go. I'm checking that everything is out, you see. It's rolling. It's rolling in. It doesn't want to listen, but in the end, I am the one that ruling, so, and look inside, see. Let's go and see how it goes. Okay, and the bilky here. I will cut bilky here, and then I will take the pins out, and I will try and go take a little bit excess in the back. So this is where it's my problem. If you can see here, the zigzag stitch, and I call it turnover because I'm turning on the other side, and this one, it goes inside. So this is why you see the clean stitch. So here I have too much excess, too much fabric, and for sure I need to cut. And I will get rid of a little bit here, and I will go under the sewing machine, and I will try to show you how I'm doing it. Next time we're gonna cut from the beginning and I will show you how it works. But this time I decided to show you how to you know, fix a little bit or have, you know, or just to have an idea how the underwears looks inside when you are sewing. Here I see it's a little bit excess I have on the side, so I probably will need to cut on the side again. And I don't want to have it too narrow. Then it will be not comfortable. Okay. So I will probably cut maybe 1 centimeter. Let me see where I have my ruler at least. Everything moved from here. We were doing things. So let me see, and I will grab my marker. I will use the red marker because I want you to see what I'm doing. So let's go and see how I can show you that you can. Yes, this is 1 centimeter, and you will need to go straight 1 centimeter everywhere. You see here a little bit crooked, so but still I will go and I will use 1 centimeter. This is the excess that I want to get rid of. It's too much and then it's hanging not nice. So I will take scissors, but before I take scissors, here I go. The fabric trying to manipulate, and I need to have control. So when you are putting the pins, be sure that from the other side you don't have nothing that hanging not nice or overhanging, you know. The fabric just try to play games with me, but it's not gonna happen. I am here controlling the fabric, and I'm gonna cut this piece, and I will go under the sewing machine and I will connect here those pieces. I will connect. What I do see that here it's a little bit too much and maybe I need to cut a little bit more, but first I want to connect here to be sure that it's going nowhere. I'm turning around on the right side, and as you saw the stitch that I did, here you go. This is the inside. Now here it's a little bit too much, and again I wanna Here you go. As I said before, that here it's a little bit too much, and I see it's too much. So I need to get rid of a little bit more. And here I have a bulky piece. You know, this would like to cut, straighten up. Check on the other side that everything is fine. And again till I see that I like. But be careful, watch that you don't cut too much. I know that I have a little bit of the excess fabric that I can cut, you know, so I can allow myself to play with this a little bit, you know, but you have to be careful, you know. Here it's, and then I'm gonna check again, and what I think I see that it might be enough, you know, so yeah, it might be enough, you know. It's a little bit wider than regular underwear, but me, I like what I see, so I hope you can see it too. And here I need to connect the, let me turn on the other side and I will show you what work being left. I hope you can see the undies laying down on the table. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect back the elastic. You know, you need to pull elastic really little. It's the amount of elastic that you need to pull on the fabric, you know. It's 1 inch or even less. Maybe it's half inch. Yes, it's a little bit more than half of the inch that you need to pull here around the fabric, you know, this way, you know, toward you, you know. So I will explain to you. This is the amount that you need to pull all around your leg or all around your waist. So let me show you. This is it. So it's like this piece, no more. It's around inch, maybe a little bit less. You need, so you don't pull in one shot. You pull a little bit all around, you know. And when you see undies and you're saying, when you try to make undies and you see that you pull too much or you didn't pull it all, so it doesn't hold the shape. But you don't need to pull a lot, you know, you just need to pull a little bit, you know. So when you're pulling a little bit, this is when the shape it's having it's a little bit round shape, a little bit, you know. So this is what I'm trying to say. I will go behind the machine and I will do the zigzag, and I want to show you. Still, I'm gonna go around and see where I need to straighten up, you know, a little bit notches that I left with scissors when I'm cutting, you see. So you need to see where and what, you know, and I will adjust. I will open the machine and I will show you how you can do the zigzag. Right, here I prepared the zigzag stitch. I put on the machine the zigzag, and don't put the small zigzag. You need to put a regular zigzag on the machine. So I can go and connect the fabric here to the Well, I hope you can see me and you can hear me and see what I am doing. First, I'm doing a little bit of the stitch and back and forth stitch. It is important. Back and forth stitch, and then we'll go and stitching. Remember that the decorative elastic needs to be pulled a little bit, not much. Remember, do not pull hard, as I told you, just a little bit, you know, and try and put on top the fabric, and here I need to adjust the, see, I have notches when you're cutting, and fabric has some notches and I like to correct them. I don't like the notches. They are here. You don't wanna, when you're cutting, it's only machine can cut, you know, without the little notches. So when the fabric hits the edge of the fabric, and I'm trying to put the edge of the elastic a little bit, you know, over the edge, a little bit, that the fabric edge should be a little bit hidden inside, a little, just, you know, but, and I'm trying to pull a little bit, you know, not hard. I don't want this to gather because this is not a pants, this is aunties. Okay. Checking that fabric didn't run away from me, you know. If you like to pin, pin it. I don't like pins. And I'm working with them if I have no choice only. I'm doing the stitch in the middle of the elastic. The wider the better. If you have the wider zigzag, it's the best because it will have a grip, it will hold all the elastic. You just pull a little bit, it's like 1 millimeter or two, no more. Don't pull too hard, it will change the shape and you will have you know, like a bowl shape. You have to have a space. You don't want to walk around with uncomfortable aunties. Okay, let me see. I like to cut the threads that here, that they shouldn't hang there right away. I don't want to forget, you know, so I will show you the stitches when I will be done, you know. So it is important that you should see the elastic edges has, the elastic has two edges, whereas the flower is, you know, the uh, uh, very, you know, wavy one, and the straight one. The straight one is go toward your body, toward the fabric, and the beautiful one, you know, wavy one with flowery one goes outside. This is where you are keeping a nice looking shape of your undies. A little bit pulling, a little bit. I don't want this to have, when you're wearing something too tight, then you have marks on your skin. This is what I meant. So don't exaggerate. Couple of times you will know. Couple of underwears you will know how to make them. Right here, I'm going to cut the edge. I need to fold, and I'll go and I'll sew all over, and then I will close nicely, So let me first finish the stitch. When I came to the edge, I'll go further and then we'll go back and make nice stitch with a zigzag. Right, I'm just turning around because I wanna here to finish. And don't forget back and forth stitch. All right, let me pull out and see. Okay, and all the threads. And go and do the other part. Again, straighten up all the notches that I create. And I'm cutting with the big scissors. Okay. And I go different direction. back and forth stitch. Pulling a little bit, as I told you before. A little bit, just a little. Not aggressively, just softly, you know. And I want to see that the fabric don't run away from me, you know. Okay, here you go. Hold with your fingers. Okay. See, it's too much of the cotton fabric sticking out, so I'll cut right away, you know. I don't want this bilk inside. Here we go. Okay. Let me see. All right. All right, here I see that I need to go. I see the little bit of damaged of the lace. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on the other side. And I'm going to go and I want to cut the damaged lace. And I'm going to cut anyway, so let me do it. All right, I did fix the underwear and I did the zigzag as I told you here. Maybe I'll cut a little bit later on the excess of the fabric, you know, just to feel that I did something, you know, just, you know, it needs to, you know, here you go. And you see the elastic good, the leg is, whereas the legs are very good. Even if you see, I put specially for you the white stitch here, also good. I did try it on and it's have my body very nice, you know. So you know, each one we have our own body, and this elastic will hold my belly, so I do feel comfy. And I do feel better than I did before. So next time I want to start from scratch, not to fixing the existing underwears the way that I did now. I want to show you I have already the pattern that I create. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video that I need to iron a little bit, and I hope I give you some ideas, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.